backs against the Alchemist and how that's difficult for them to deal with. Is there anything else you're really concerned about from what you've seen?
Well, apart from the 2 weak supports, I think they do have good heroes to make space with the Trian and the Pango. Pango's going to rotate and defend the towers, and Trian is going to be annoying as shit with the living armor to hold his towers. And Trian is great against Slardar, Ursa, great at mitigating the damage with the overgrowth and the armor. So I think this that it's easier for GEEK fam to play the early game against their weaker supports. They have very, very strong rotating supports compared to the Phoenix and Winter Wyvern on FNATIC side.
Heroes that actually do things and don't just sort of sit back and, you know, chill. But the double heal is always nice. Actually, the triple heal, now I'm thinking about it with the Phoenix as well. You throw all of that together onto the Alchemist, who naturally has a ton of regen, and it's going to be really hard to deal with. That being said, it's also like the most value spear vessel game in the world. It's amazing, actually.
In all things.
Yeah, they definitely should probably get it on Ember, I guess. Wait, but their draft, I kind of feel the Ember kind of wants to be a damage dealer because there's Slardar
30 seconds
and you have an
to
Ursa
battle.
carry. He should be more greedy. Maybe the Nature's Prophet should get it.
The position 5 Prophet? You think Whitemon's getting 1 creep?
Dude, when you're Nature's Prophet, it doesn't matter you're +5 or +1, you're gonna be farmed.
That's fair.
I'm just using my ultimate to get some. Oh, I was just trying to help, but unfortunately I took your creeps.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a good way to do things, you know? Maybe you can
The
sneak
battle
around, pick up some
begins.
bounty runes here and there as well. But you do take a look here, and it looks like it's going to be a trade-off of bounties. Each team getting 2 of them there.
I mean, don't you see the recent trend on GEEK fam where their support players are actually always playing core heroes,
Right.
and they're always telling them, "Oh, this this hero needs farm," you know, and eventually someone's going to rotate and they're going to get some space to farm. They're both pretty greedy in terms of the heroes that they're playing as a support role, you know. Now, of course, any hero can be played as a support, but in general, they are playing heroes that are prioritizing farm more.
And it feels like that's partially because of these economy changes that we've been talking about. So much fighting early on, you get gold from it, it's nice. Should mention, by the way, that there's a little bit of some streaks going on here. So far, GEEK fam have not lost a whole series in the past week. And FNATIC just lost a best of 2, 2-0 against Neon. So obviously FNATIC hoping to sort of right the ship a little bit here. Obviously they've been playing amazing outside of that, but it's something to keep our eyes on. We'll see if that last series that they just played is going to end up affected.
It doesn't count. That's last series.
Okay.
Yeah, they were playing with a standing, didn't they?
Well, no, they only for one of the games. They had
Only
Ice
one
Ice
game.
back for the second one, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't see. Thank you. Stellar Venom. Yeah, all the Venom and boots. Okay, this lane is supercharged right now.
God, I don't know what the heck Ice is going to do. Like, because you kind of rely upon your ability to bully people back, but it is going to be so hard for him to do that against Raven.
Bully people? No one
Right?
bullies Ursa. Come on.
It's the big bear, man. He's terrifying. DJ at least is going to be able to get a couple of CS here, trying to move in range. Raven backs away. They can't get the Arctic burn onto him, and well, if they're not careful, he get chased down some more. And Whitemon is just keeping the pressure on here.
Yeah, they definitely have the stronger lane. with the Nature's Prophet plus Ursa.
Bottom lane, 23 Savage in some trouble. He's gonna get pummeled, punched, and taken down. So 2 quick kills for Geek Fam.
Just happened.
They're looking so good.
Yeah, the laning, like I said, because they're Phoenix and Marlon, their laning is going to be much more unstable. It's easier to get bullied, but on the other hand, if they can survive till the mid game, their 2 supports provide a lot of team fight, a lot of damage, a lot of disable through magic immunity. So if they can get to that stage, their supports are going to shine. Bullying continues.
If the supports can get to that stage, yeah, it's gonna be a big if, but it's the goal they gotta aim for. Cuckoo actually is getting gone on down bottom. 23 Savage and Jabs moving in to try and pummel him down a little bit and taking a lot, but
yeah, because they see Kenny rotating mid with a bit of wall, so they know Cuckoo is alone. And now 4-minute Rune is gonna spawn. Moon does not have a bottle. Carl has a bottle. Oh no, he's dead.
He saw him the entire time.
I think he didn't expect the extra point chain. Usually you don't really get chain in the lane. So he was one CS away from the bottle. So he kind of wanted to get that last hit.
Under attack.
Yeah, so now that's a huge price to pay, and you see Ember is gonna snowball very, very quickly from this kill. He's gonna be level 5.5 right now, and gonna be level 6 for the rune spawn time. That's gonna be huge for Geek Fam.
Zephyr again, just playing a little bit of footsies here with Jabs, trying to keep him back and dodging away. Does he have enough? It doesn't quite look like it. He didn't pop his mango for the toss afterwards, and Zephyr does manage
Radiant's
to get the
middle
walk
tower
away.
is under attack.
He's fast. The Phoenix has no shoes. Slow.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at Carl, though. Making the rotation, not quite level 6 yet, but they want to go for this early kill on a 23 Savage, knowing he's like not in a position to take this fight, and Carl moves over, gets the right clicks out, going in solo with this hate screw, and is going to be able to finish him off.
Perfect rotation. That was perfect. That was amazing. That was the best kill I could
Dire's
get
middle
on the
tower
map.
is under
And
Why
attack.
was it so good? Tell me about it.
Never refuse school.
Why was it so good? Because they killed
Yeah.
the elk. The elk is the win condition. You kill the enemy win condition, you make the game easy.
Okay.
Period. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I was too mean to you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I was talking about Jesus up on the top lane where they keep the pressure on. But yeah, it's a really impressive movement there. Like right before level 6, you never
Mid lane, he's level 6.
But bottom lane is where the real kill happens. A trade-off of Jabs for Zephyr. Rough stuff.
That's the real kill, yeah, the battle of the supports. Who wants to watch the mid laners?
Hey, no, who cares about these guys? Carl still has a remnant though, so it would be a really almost impossible kill to make that happen. DJ holding on to this rune here, and we'll see if Carl can sneak it. Gonna be a little bit tough, I think.
So the last bounty rune exchange, was it 2 apiece? Yeah, at least the elf got 2 runes. That wasn't so bad. Oh, actually no. The Nature's Prophet stole 1 rune, so Geek Fam actually got 3 runes. 3 bounty runes. And now it's the catapult wave. I don't think Radiant can do much about the catapult wave. They are just looking to defend their towers. Elk is just having a hard time right now. He's not level 6. And the Tiny, like I said, is one of the best supports to infiltrate and bully him. And he has the backing of the Nature's Prophet. So
Oh my god, they're gonna steal the stack. The avalanche thoughts there. Jab's slow but not dead. Can't quite get him. But they did
Dire's
sort of threaten
bottom
the
tower
TP in
is
from
under
that
attack.
profit.
Yeah, that was
Radiant's
that's
top tower
that's
is
a very
under
good
attack.
play there by GFM, like putting on the pressure on the elk. You don't want the elk to just get those free gold without contested, you know. Even though he got I think he got 2 or 3 of the last hits, but he was still fine, you know. They stole some of the XP. They just like made sure that
Dire's
he needed to
middle
waste
tower
more
is
mana
under
than usual
attack.
and HP to get the creeps. So just all in all, good pressure by GFM. Well, elk is still gonna get his level 6 here from this stack.
Look at Cuckoo. He's just like waiting off to the side, ready to go in and take it away, or at least soak up that experience. But Jabs will be able to keep him back. Throws out that corrosive haze, takes away the creep. Zephyr looking for the turn here. They want him.
The
Avalanche.
Amber.
Oh, they're not gonna go for it.
Ember solo smoked. I think they saw it. He solo smoked himself. He's moving to bottom. Yeah, they saw it for sure. Out immediately TP top. Still predictable.
Radiant
Because
are
he smoked in
scanning.
front of the Pango there, and there was a lane wall anyway.
Well, they're gonna try and go on to Jabs here, who hides out on the
We
other
saw
side.
this yesterday.
The TP away.
I see that. He's
Radiant's
playing the
bottom
lane,
tower
so
is under attack.
He's just here to make
Dire's
sure he can
middle
give
tower
them
is
delay
under
as much
attack.
time as possible. And here we go. The tower defenders are here.
Are they really going? Oh my god, Ice sticking around.
He doesn't.
He's pulling the creeps all the way over.
Yeah, he doesn't care if he dies here. He just wants to delay as much time as he can. You know, this is the right move. Given the draft, how they're playing, and Raven is trying to pop and rage to go for the DJ kill. He's chilling on the cliff.
Oh, that was really well played. Just hides off to the side. They can't get him. It looked like there was a
Radiant's
hole
bottom
afterwards to
tower
head
is
back
under
mid.
attack.
But Geek Fam aren't going to do it, so they don't get the bottom tower, and they also don't get anything mid.
Yeah, look at how much FNATIC is doing with their heroes. This is what they precisely need to do in this game. And
What
the
the
TP as well
fuck just
from
happened?
DJ. He didn't TP all the way back to base. He TPs to the tower, so it enables him to set up for this kill.
Trying to go on him. The roll in, chasing down Raven, trying to live. He does have drum charges and a jump away, but it's not going to be there. And picking up the finish. It's exactly what they need to do, but still going on a Cuckoo. Cuckoo might end up going down. He's still trying to run out of here. Looks like they are going to be able to get the back away, though. Hide and chase. Whitemon looking for the finish. Can he get the kill here on the DJ? It looks like he will. So they at least pick up one there.
Yep, but the Elk has been farming for a bit already. Facebook's double bracer working towards the Radiance, and the Tiny is still looking for the Elk. They need the Ember here to kill him. His rage went up.
Oh, right on top of him. 23 Savage trying to run away, the slow run down, but Winter Wide nearby trying to move in, see if they can make it happen. The heals, all the heals in the world, and now Geek is a little bit outside of position. They're gonna lose Kenny. Mr. Zephyr dying there.
That Sunray is just amazing. He went for the 1-2-2 build, so it allows him to do a lot with the Sunray. So 10-minute bounty runes out is praying for the bonus in his bank account right now.
Really wants to get at Whitemon. Thought about moving on in to sneak some of these. They're gonna do it. They get him. And maybe a fourth. Ice is going for the last one.
Dire's middle
Ursa
tower
jumps up.
is under
Raven,
attack.
he's just trying to kill him off. Can they do it? He's so slow. Hiding off to the trees. The wraparound. Oh, it's the slowest battle in the world. But Ice is eventually gonna get taken
Look at how
out.
he's playing. He's just thinking about the bounty runes. He actually wanted to go for the bounty rune.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, they made it happen. But now 23 Savage is going to be caught. And they throw out that corrosive haze, trying to bring down Savage. Can they do it?
Radiant's
The
courier has
answer
been
is
killed.
yes. Carl.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Vision wins you games.
Radiant
Or at
structures
least
are
for this moment
fortified.
gets them an important kill on the out. So he's still not too near to his sacred relic, but he's still pretty farm. And Ice once again, look at him, what he's
Dire's
doing.
top
Look at
tower is
how
under
annoying
attack.
he is right now. TTP is down again. Defense the tower. Look at his skill build. Force.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Just kill the waves.
Dire's
cause
top
trouble.
tower is under attack.
Wait, mid lane, 23 Savage goes in. They're all here. But the TP rotation's coming
Radiant's
now. Okay,
bottom
they're
tower
gonna keep
is
the
under
Alpha
attack.
alive this time.
Yeah, look at how
Dire's
much
top
they're
tower is under
prioritizing defending
attack.
that house. They're not
Dire's
even
top
like trying
tower
to
has
pressure
been
any house, but
denied.
they're getting the top tower with the catapult. Whitemon doesn't deny it, so Elk still has all his towers up. When you're playing Alchemist, you're most afraid if you lose your towers. Because when your towers go down, then you lose control of your jungles and you can't farm your stacks. And that's when you become very poor. And you see in the past, like certain teams, they would pick like tower pushing heroes like Pagna or DP, Dragonite against Elk. Because you want to not only beat him in the lane, but you want to take his towers. And top lane, DJ just spams the curse on Whitemon, not even close to killing him.
Just being a butthead. It's so annoying
Radiant's
to play
middle
against.
tower is under attack.
Like on the map, Moon is
Oh,
just
is Moon
like,
dead?
nah, he's fine. He's
fine.
They're just moving around defending that tower. Ice is again defending the bot tower. They get the Phoenix kill, but
They're gonna fully commit to this one. It looks like they're bringing everybody. I don't know if Ice can keep
Dire's
the tower here.
structures
he's
are
gonna root them
fortified.
probably and try to delay
Radiant's
more.
bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe with Phoenix back up and having Aegir's company can do. No, it's just
This
gonna
guy is
flop
so-
walls. I mean, all the creeps are dead. He's got another wave. He's doing it. He's so mad. They kill off another hero. Moon goes down on the meantime. They still have vision of him.
I swear, this guy, the tower's not dead. They didn't finish the tower. Now he gets another armor on the tower.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What a player. The corrosive haze is actually working against him now because he can keep
Radiant's
redrawing
bottom tower
aggro.
is under
All
attack.
of the creeps are there. They just see him the whole time. There's on Mother Nature's grass trying to slowly build it down.
If you see someone like this in pubs, you're gonna have the urge to report that guy.
I mean, here's the thing. If he gets this deny, you know that Whitemon... Oh my god, is he gonna
Dire's
kill
top
him?
tower
Is he gonna
is
kill
under
him?
attack.
Whitemon has to run away.
Radiant's
Moon comes
middle
in, trying to
tower
make it
is under
happen.
attack.
One more punch is gonna be there.
Setting
And the
tension.
tower
No
lives.
contention.
Unreal. Jabs in the meantime is getting chased down by Carl. He actually ends up forcing out the Phoenix egg. But this tower is now gonna live.
And Ice, so now he TPs mid because they are pushing the mid tower. Just look at what this annoying creep is doing in the game. He's actually just so triggering for the Dire team. Now they can't get the bottom tower. He saved the bottom tower. Now he's saving the middle tower. And out is farming, and the Phoenix and the Wyvern are just like those bodies around the map, throwing themselves to clear the field and dying. They don't care about dying. Out
So-
is farming.
One thing though that I'm a little bit concerned about is that GEEK fam do still have the gold lead. Like, are you at all worried about that? It's a 2,000 gold lead, and I always hear people say that
Radiant's
like
bottom
Alks
tower
that
is under
are
attack.
behind. It's real bad for them. You feeling like it's still okay?
No, definitely it's not okay because the other heroes are paying a huge price.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom tower
But
has
the
fallen.
Elk can, I think he can still hit a point where he can hit his timing, and all they need is one good fight. Because even though they're behind, right? If you compare the lineups left and right, the left lineup that is behind right now has amazing team fights, so they have an avenue to come back in the game later during the mid game with their super combo, the Phoenix plus the Winter Wyvern and the Treant. You know, their team fight is actually scary good. And the
So what
right
I'm hearing from you is that if FNATIC lose this game, Ice is gonna say it's not my fault. I did my job. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you can put it that way, but he's a good teammate, you know. He always tries to help others improve, even though if he already did his job, he's gonna help you realize what's
Radiant
the problem as well.
are
You know, he's not
scanning.
gonna just I already did my job, you know. I don't care. Now the bounty runes. And
Dire's top
they
tower
go.
is under
Rolling
attack.
Thunder secures the bounty runes. Achieve the bounty runes.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Able to
attack.
pick those ones up.
Fast
So
enough
two
on me.
apiece it looks like is going to be the call. GEEK fam now going to run on through the jungle. Raven going drum straight afterwards on the Ursa.
Yeah, they need to speed up the game. Like always getting.
They're low. In trouble. Jumps in. That's a blink dagger reveal from Cuckoo, and that is a kill onto the mid lane of Pingo.
They just want to defend the tower, you know.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Ice.
Oh, they're gonna chase him down, and the movement in. Do they have anything left in the tank? They don't have Supernova right now. They used it previously. So FNATIC are gonna lose Ice, and Jabs in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
They end up losing a pretty significant advantage.
Way too many kills.
No trouble. They're gonna use the Winter's Curse to try and keep him alive.
He has no
Oh,
TP.
jump up to the high ground. They have the toss on the Cuckoo. They want or just the blink dagger reveal, and that is another kill. Another one.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Wait,
attack.
Now finally
Radiant
they're gonna get this
structures
tower.
are fortified.
I think no. Okay, they are moving to Roche.
Okay. Interesting. Alk just got his Radiance. So, not the best time in the world, but also not the worst. And if they don't manage to get this Roche right now, like, if it doesn't feel like FNATIC knows this is happening now.
But it's a slaughter, so it's kind of like they can get Roche anytime they want.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
Now is that time. It's going to be Raven that picks up the Aegis, and the call is immediately go again. They have Supernova back up in 20 seconds. Overgrowth is still available, but it looks like maybe worrying about that. They're going to wait for the next item timing and back on out, farm up the map.
Yep. Both the supports are just going to be the designated heroes pushing out the ship lanes, the ship farms, the dead lane, whatever you want to call it. And Treant is our resident designated tower defender. I will trade my life to defend the tower. That is my promise to you, Elk. I will do everything I can to hold them off. But if you don't carry me in this game, I am done with you.
There you go, man. That's how sometimes happens.
We have the PMA. If you don't carry me this game, just make sure you carry me the next game.
Oh, what a guy. That's the real hope.
And yeah, Pango is gonna get white one.
Dire are scanning.
Jump in. And TP out of there. There's Ruler. Punch him down. He's gonna die. So you talked about Carl, not necessarily loving the Spirit Vessel this game. He did decide to go for it. Do you feel like the pace of the game is making him go for that? Do you like the item anymore now that you've sort of seen the first couple minutes play out? What do you think?
I mean, you said it's good this game. It's very good. It counters too many things that the Radiant team has. But the downside about going for this item is that you're not going to scale
Dire's
so
bottom
much.
tower is under
You're playing
attack.
all in for like a specific timing, you know. Like for example, around 20-25 minutes, if you don't have a decisive lead, I think you're gonna feel the effects of going for this vessel on the Ember, because you have a Slada on the team. You know, you're not utilizing the amplify damage as much if you go for a utility build.
Well, look here. Jabs is going to be the one that they find. 23 Savage underneath the tower.
Has no rage.
And they get it. Looking for the chase over to the side here. Instead, they're leaving the Alchemist completely alone and trying to focus down the rest of the heroes. There's the Supernova. All of these guys there to bring it down. Egg is going to fall. Zephyr trying to get the walk away. He has no way out of here at the moment. Meanwhile, they're focusing down everybody else except for the Elk. Going to be chased down. Raven finds him. Punch, punch, kill, kill. Can they get any more afterwards? Winner's Curse is still available. They're going to use it now. And a Remnant forward, but he gets taunted. And there's the Meteor Hammer afterwards with the follow-up stun. Is it going to be enough? They take him down once. Can they get him again? Silence now. Ember trying to run away. Slide of fist. No way out. And Alchemist, very, very large and in charge. He's got the Halberd as well as that Radiance from all the mischance in the world. Can it keep him alive though with the stun ring coming in? I don't think they got enough. Triple kill. Gonna be able to find it. All the evasion in the world. And the heals coming from his friends. Cuckoo now gonna get hit
Radiant's
with the stun
middle tower
as they
is
try and
under
run
attack.
him down. Leech Seed slow. Can they get him out? One more stun. Nothing. But still a huge win for Fnatic.
Yeah, great itemization from the Elk with the Halberd there, making a huge amount of difference.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
HP regen
Radiants
bonus.
are scanning.
And are they going to get, so the Jabs finished actually
seeds
solo
of
smoke to
fortune.
get the runes, so he's going to get 2 runes for them. So Elk in the end of the day still manages to claim 2 extra, 2 bonus bounty
Dire's
runes
middle
for his
tower
troubles.
is under attack.
He's going to have his BKB too. I mean, you saw the power of the team fight, right? They lost the egg early. It was a little bit unfortunate that the rolling thunder didn't cancel the last right click in time. Otherwise, the egg would have actually gone off. But you saw the power. There was just a small glimpse of the power of the team.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And like the heals in particular, like I'm just looking, at the Halberd, the self HP vision that you were talking about. That puts him up, the Alchemist, to like level 3 OP level.
Look at that itemization, Gabe. The Raven Ursa has no battle for you. You went Basher drums, right? And the Ember has Yule's Vessel. What is the contingency plan? There is actually no contingency plan. If they don't destroy the Radiant team in the next 10 minutes, they're gonna fall off the game so much.
They need those kills. They have to find them for this to keep working for them, or to start working, I should say, because it hasn't been working. And in the meantime, they've got this ice guy up top.
Kill him?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, what was that? He was full HP. It was 1.4k HP.
Dude, that was insane.
What the heck? That actually did 1.4k
Dire's structures
damage.
are fortified.
Yeah. So Meteor Hammer was 400. It was just so much damage
Dire's
over time.
middle tower
And then he got
is under
like the
attack.
Leech Seed and a couple
Dire's
punches.
middle
From
tower
Helen,
has
for
fallen.
Nature's Cross damage. That's why I was surprised at the damage that he was dealing. He has the talent.
Look at how quickly he burns through these creeps. Now he's going for Whitemon. Whitemon, you gotta get the hell out of here. Oh my god.
Oh, it makes me want to play this hero. He's actually having so much fun. You think the Elk is having fun? Man, the Treant is having fun.
I want to do it too. And he died in the lane. It wasn't like the best laning stage in the world.
Yeah, he was
Alright, I'm
playing against Ursa plus the Nature's
Dire's top
Prophet.
tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Get me in.
fortified.
I'm cool with it.
Radiant
Sign me up.
structures are fortified.
Mid lane.
I'll play CM for you, so your Trian has mana, unlimited mana.
That sounds
I will
amazing.
miss my reflection.
Just give me a royal jelly too, and then my life is good. But I mean, realistically though, for Geek Fam, you know, this is still a team that's been shown to be able to do some pretty solid stuff. Like, there isn't really a return game plan. Is it just like trying to go with
Radiant's
that?
middle tower is under attack.
They have to do that.
Dire's top tower is under
Remember
attack.
this tier 1 tower? It was supposed to die
Shade
like
in
what?
searing
10
heat.
minutes ago.
Yeah, mid tier 1 just didn't happen. And now Moon finds Cuckoo opening up with the Rolling Thunder in the death zone. Oh man, is in trouble. Cuckoo going down. And FNATIC in full control of this game at 23 minutes. It's only a 2,000 gold lead, but it feels so much bigger than that.
Yeah, because the Dire lineup cannot teamfight them right now, and they didn't go for any scaling options. This is as good as their heroes are gonna get.
Some trouble looking for that overgrowth, but he gets the run it away instead. They find Zephyr again. He's gonna get Meteor Hammer. He jumps into a duel. He comboed it a little bit poorly with the Winter's Curse, but it's still
man.
one kill. The Sun Ray burning him down one by one. Raven has to pop the Enrage to get away.
Oh, it's so disgusting. I swear this is the most disgusting thing I've seen recently.
And look at this, like, Pangolier just gets the double heal, the tree armor and the cold embrace, and he's almost back up to half HP. Another round of Meteor Hammers goes out there. Silence now on the call. Dude, Alka's even here. He's not even nearby. What are you guys doing? They're gonna lose Ice. Alchemist is literally AFK jungling while the rest of his team ran in and is starting to die.
Yeah, I think they were just having a little bit too much fun.
20% Savage like, I'm not involved in this. Leave me out of this. I gotta go hit some creeps. Rough stuff. Nova.
Yeah,
He's there.
Nature's Prophet tried to snipe and pipe on the Nature's Prophet soon. I like this itemization. That's their team fight right now. They don't
Radiant's
have
middle
teamfight heroes,
tower
they have
is under
teamfight
attack.
items.
You know, if the shoe fits, gotta wear it.
That's a nice thing.
Thank you. Cuckoo's gonna run away real fast, thankfully, for him. But the disarm is there on to the Ursa. They're gonna throw down the spell.
Radiant's
and then
middle
just walk
tower
away.
is under
That's
attack.
one thing. And yeah, Alka immediately puts his Quelling Blade into his inventory. I was gonna say, that's one thing he needs to be a little bit worried about in this game.
I just get a Battle Fury, man. Just get a Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Wyverns.
Where did the saying come from? Is it from a movie?
If the shoe fits, wear it.
Yeah.
I don't remember where that came from. It's somewhere.
Yeah, so the elk is near his team this time. Play around the elk, that's your job.
True. Unless they don't, and they just go in like crazy people, which, you know, they're fine doing that every now and then as well. Geek Fam. Thinking about a prod here. I mean,
Radiant's
I'm trying to
bottom
figure out what
tower
I
is
guess
under
it's really
attack.
just when
Dire's
they get in a
top
position where they
tower
can
is
take
under
over
attack.
part of the map, as Moon is going to take the bounty or the arcane and then roll away. I don't know. How do they
Dire's
force
top
people
tower
even out of
has
the side of
fallen.
the map or anything though? Like, I feel like that can just park it here and deny them the Aegis.
If
Radiant
Radiant
are
is playing
scanning.
sensibly, the Dire lineup is not supposed to be able to do that. Because their lineup is not designed to do that.
Right.
Their lineup is designed to snowball and reach this stage
Radiant's
precisely
courier
26
has been
minutes
killed.
with some sort of accrued advantage from the laning stage. But they don't have anything right now.
No great answers.
Dire are scanning.
Gonna have BKB on the Ursa very soon, but I'm not even sure if
Wyvern.
that's gonna turn the game around. They have so many stuff that goes through BKB. The Root, the Phoenix Stun, the Wyvern Ultimate. BKB does
Radiant's
not guarantee you
courier
anything,
has
man.
been killed.
Zephyr
Radiant's
tried to get the
bottom
double
tower
courier
is under
snipe, but couldn't
attack.
quite find it. Meanwhile, Cuckoo's running into the pit. He's going to find 23 Savage, force out the ulti to start it off. They're trying to stop this from happening, and meanwhile on the other side, Jabs end up getting caught. Zapper's over here as well. They force out the supernova, not bad, and Carl now going to go for the remnant.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And they will lose the
Radiant
timing.
structures are fortified.
Can they stop the Roche though? It's kind of feeling like that's not going to happen. I think that FNATIC might just be able to secure this one. Cuckoo? Oh my god, he almost walked into a meteor hammer.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is
and
under
they're
attack.
just trying to get a trade-off, pushing down bottom in the meantime to hopefully get at least something. EFM know they can't fight in the pit.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
If they can't fight in the pit, it means they are never going to be able to fight the
They aren't going for it, and he gets the Aegis. Now, Moon, wait, the jump over. So they get White Money. He tried to TP in to take that one. Didn't end up working. Cuckoo gonna pop his
Dire's
BKB,
middle
but the Winter's
tower
Curse
is
is
under
there,
attack.
just keeping him held under control. And the bashes come out. Cuckoo's still trying to escape, but to no avail. He's gonna be finished off. And with no buyback on these heroes, it could just be FNATIC willing to walk down lanes or, you know, just head back out and do whatever they want. This game is completely in their control.
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
guess you're
attack.
right. They literally can do anything they want right now. They can choose to take a chill pill, wait for the next set of items, or they could choose to go forward right now with the advantage that they have. There is actually no way that I can win a team fight at all right now. If the 5 Radiant heroes are standing together, there is no chance for them to win the fight.
Game feels impossible. And, well, they get a Scepter lift up. He was underneath the ward. Raven forced out on the
Dire's
enrage.
middle tower is
Down
under
bottom,
attack.
they're trying to take down Zephyr, who's going to have to blink away, TP out, and he buys himself a little bit of time. His team a little bit of time. I guess they got an MKB on Carl. Like, there's little things that they're starting to get, but it just feels so difficult.
Oh, White Monster
Dire's
steals
bottom
the-
tower is under attack.
He stole the telescope, right? I think the elf didn't pick up the telescope when he was farming the ancients.
Dire's bottom tower
Alright.
has fallen.
That's
They
not
already,
what-
they
Dire's
already have
bottom
one
tower is
telescope.
under attack.
That's having two
Dire's
stack.
structures are fortified.
That's a good question. I don't know. I would assume not, but who can say? Not me.
They're not Gaben.
Not Gaben. Just
Dire's
Gaben.
bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom
Radiant's
lane,
top tower is
23
under
Savage is
attack.
going to take down that tier 2 tower, and FNATIC raid a meteor hammer,
Trickster's rune
raid
of
his
illusion.
meme in general, as they will drop it down up there, and no reaction at all. Right now, GEEK
Radiant's
looking at
top
bounty
tower
rooms and
is
hoping to
fallen.
get a little bit of gold in the coffers
Dire's
before
bottom tower
the next
is under
battle
attack.
comes out.
Why did it not even kill DJ?
Dire's bottom
He was trying
tower
to set up
has
a kill.
fallen.
Well, as long as he doesn't show himself, it's probably fine, right?
Yep. Information. As long as the opponent has no information of your whereabouts.
He has Blink Orchid and is going for a Bloodthorn. What in the Sam hell?
Yeah, that's how
DJ.
you play. That's how you play +4 Winter Island. And when you play out now,
Finding himself a stun there onto Carl. Continued control, not going to quite be there. Looks like Geek Fam trying to get the walk away. Moon is still chasing. They aren't going to be able to run him down. Over to the side, Cuckoo, see if he can find the kill, and a DJ pops the BKB. He's still going to be Winter's Curse. The control is coming out, but the stun going to land
Radiant's
now onto
courier has been
Overgrowth.
killed.
Gets in trouble. Raven forced to pop the
Radiant's
rage.
courier has been killed.
there goes the team fight. They're wasting
Can they
a lot
make
of
anything
health.
else
Radiant's
happen?
top
Jump
tower
in,
is
3-person
under
crush.
attack.
The Abyssal Blade comes out, trying to take down the Phoenix. He is going to be able to get the jump away, though. Raven pops his BKB, trying to escape from this hellhole, but they did already bring down the 2 supports. So Phoenix is gone. Zephyr, Avalanche, Toss, trying to kill off Ice. Can they get him? 23 Savage moving in with the stun, able to land it now onto Whitemon, who's his next target. Ursa has not been able to do almost anything in this fight at all. Mechanism going to keep him alive on the Nature's Prophet, and, well, back towards mid, there is a problem with his Ursa. Lead on range back up again. That's going to keep him up. Zephyr chasing, finding jabs. This team fight's actually kind of looking okay for Geek. Abyssal Blade to get up to the high ground and away from Alchemist. Raven is just trying to escape, but he didn't get the jump up to the high ground. But Carl is going to be able to turn this again. They've lost both of their supports. That's a dieback on them. If they can somehow manage to win a couple more of these, 23 Savage is now under control. Chemical Rage is about to wear out, but it doesn't look like they want to go for him. They're going to focus the rest of these heroes, TP away, gets Pango to safety, but a big win there for GEEK fam.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
very, very
tower
big
is
win.
under attack.
They were not supposed to win
Radiant
this kind of team
structures
like
are
fights, but
fortified.
they wasted their spells like in a bad way. The curse was on one hero. The egg wasn't really used very well. He was trying to use the egg to protect the Wyvern, but he still died in the end. And the
Radiant's
Roaring
middle
Thunder
tower
was
has
used way
fallen.
early in the fight. So the Elk still had Aegis. He got completely ignored in the fight.
Yeah.
That was the right thing to do for GEEK fam. They played the fight perfectly. They went on the other heroes. Once the supports are down, they don't have their big spells.
came a
The
long
Elk doesn't
way
feel invincible
to
anymore because
see
he can't
you
kill
die.
anyone without the help of his teammates.
Right. Well, and he at least has solved the problem of like not needing the Quelling Blade. He has Spider Legs just in his inventory now, which is pretty cool. But it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out now because, as you said, he doesn't have the most damage in the world. A ton of survivability, and I think this is about to be a Satanic that's coming his way. I don't know. It's starting to feel like GEEK fam have some of the tools that they need.
Yeah, they're getting there. But at the end of the day, the last fight, I still feel like
Warriors
part
of
the
the
reason why
world.
FNATIC lost the fight is due to their own execution. They wasted their spells without doing anything. And when you don't have the egg and the Wyvern ultimate, you're basically sitting ducks in a fight. And they even used the Treant ultimate earlier, and they didn't get anything out of it. And they still wanted to fight, you know? They still didn't choose to retreat.
I guess the thing that just keeps coming to my head is like GEEK fam again have a gold lead against an Alchemist, and Alch is so incredibly farmed, 10,000 net worth ahead
Dire's
of the Ember.
middle tower
But
is under
a
attack.
lot of these GEEK fam heroes have a lot of money as well. They're starting to get some big items.
I mean, it's gonna get to a point where the Elk is gonna buy Axe. I think their heroes have amazing Axe. I
Dire's
think probably
middle
the
tower
Treant
has
has
fallen.
the best one.
Has fallen.
I think he
so
definitely.
cool.
Yeah, he should be the one that gets the first Axe.
23 Savage, he says, okay, I don't need to win the fight. Wait, toss back in. Rush. Amp damage. Abyssal Blade trying to control, but it does look like they're going to lose Zephyr here.
Dire's
at
middle
least at the
tower
start.
is under
That
attack.
toss me in.
You know who I am. I am Mr. Savage. Well, 23 Savage trying
Dire's
to turn it
top
on to him as well.
tower is
Raven
under
going for the
attack.
back line, gets the Abyssal Blade, but he's already been halberded. Buyback coming from Tiny. Trying to control Raven, waiting for that rage to go. He jumps back inside on the other side. Carl, they're playing in and out, trying to constantly keep them on their toes. He's focusing down the rest of these supports, and they don't end up getting it. Unreal play so far as they are kiting this Alch away and trying to take down the rest of the heroes. They don't hit the overgrowth either. The Lincoln Sphere working.
Radiant's bottom
Unbelievable.
tower is
And
under
another
attack.
stun here on Akuba. They can work it out, but DJ's in trouble. Zephyr's getting gone on, and he's going to go off, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, they lose the time.
They have no team fight spells right now. Roll is down, Curse is down, Egg is down, Root is down. Dire wants to fight. Look at how they're posturing. They're trying to look for another angle of initiation here. They still have the BKB on the Ursa. 9-second BKB.
It's still so tough. I mean, you can see right now, FNATIC want to go. They know that Zephyr doesn't have buyback.
Dire's middle tower
And
is
they're
under
feeling like
attack.
they can take this fight even without all
Dire's
of their big team fight
structures are
spells.
fortified.
There's a creep wave coming in.
Radiant structures
Dire
are
didn't clear all the
fortified.
creeps.
Danger, danger. Carl moving in, trying to control 23 Savage.
Dire's middle tower
Round
has
comes.
fallen.
They manage to get the Abyssal Blade all right at the start. Can they go monster kill? The answer is yes, and no buyback on Kuku is a tragedy. They don't have the corrosive haze on a 23 Savage. They can't do it, it doesn't look like. It's still a slight lead for GEEK fam, switching back and forth between the two of them, but FNATIC are the ones that are knocking on their front door, and they do not have a way to stop him. I mean, this is kind of cool. His spider legs are on cooldown. Whitemon right now single-handedly holding on to the base for all he's worth. They have 5 seconds until Tiny is back up, and then 40 seconds until they have the Slaughter back again. Meteor Hammer is doing a good amount of work,
Dire's
still
middle
trying to
barracks
control.
is fallen.
And it looks like 23 Savage going to be held in place for a moment, but I don't know. I mean, I think that FNATIC can still just get what they want and get out afterwards. It's
Dire's
so hard for
middle
them to win
barracks
this.
has fallen.
Carl tried to deny it. That would have been pretty nice. So FNATIC, get the buildings, get out.
When it comes to a point where you have to deny your own Rex, you know you have a
Dire
very
are
bleak
scanning.
situation in front of you.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know. It's just so hard to kill this alchemist. It feels like they have to go on literally everybody else.
I mean, this is why I said that the Ember has to go for like a damage build early on in order to utilize the. I mean, I think right now it's already too late. And the Elk is already getting to a point where he has too much support from his teammates, you know. If you look at the Trian's itemization, he has Medallion, Lotus Orb. Like everything is just to make sure that the Elk does not die in the team fights.
And they got Raven yet again. Oh, Force Staff, Heal Scepter lift up. They have FPV now as well. Oh, and Rage, they jump over onto the side onto Zephyr, and he again is going to be punished. FNATIC showing no mercy.
I mean, it's an unusual way of playing Dota, but it works for the game, you know. Like this, it's not something you see every day. Like
is under attack.
The team that's playing, the Radiant team, that how they are playing right now, how FNATIC is actually approaching this game is rather unusual. But it's the lineup. They are playing exactly what their lineup is meant to do in this game against the Dire lineup.
And this was an Alchemist second pick too. Like they had this strat, I think, planned from the beginning.
It's the change up, right? Because they were second pick this game. So that pick at the end was actually a very, very strong pick. It used to belong to the first pick team, where you have the 12th pick, like Imba. Usually you pick like a carry hero or mid laner, like a strong core at that junction, because you immediately enter the ban phase after that pick. But they switched the sequence, so it belongs to the second pick team. That's why the second pick team right now has two advantages in terms of the pick order. That second pick overall in the beginning and the last pick overall last pick you have. The first pick team has the advantage of probably grabbing some OP hero in the first phase. That's what pretty much it.
And probably getting the side that they want.
And probably having better side lanes, because the second phase begins with the second phase team picking first, so you get to counter their subsequent picks. But I still feel like the second pick team has a greater advantage overall.
So I think that this is one of the things I'm kind of wondering about, though. Like, do you think that, because like GeekFam had plenty of time to address the Alchemist pick as far as knowing that it was coming. Do you think that this combination of like the heal amplification that we're seeing with the Halberd and just doubling down, having 3 healers on top of that?
I think it's the pick sequence, because you pick this hero, you go into the ban phase right away, right? So there's nothing they can do about that, and you get to ban 3 heroes. That's why this pick is actually so big. You pick the hero, and you immediately use the bans to protect him, and you plan a draft around it.
Do you think then that like you have to be thinking about banning out the Alchemist then?
Not sure.
Or only if it's like second pick? Only if you have second pick?
I'm not sure entirely yet, because the sequence is rather still very new, and you could technically use it on, if you're not gonna get Elk, right, you can get something like a TB. What's stopping me from picking a Terrorblade right away? And I'm gonna just ban all the counters after that.
Right.
Subsequently, you know, it's the same thing, you know. So if you ban the Elk, they'll probably pick another. If they wanted to do the same concept, they are probably gonna find another win condition hero that they can pick there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the 8th pick on the 8th pick.
We're gonna have to see after like a week or so, like what the actual win rate is of second pick versus first pick, because I feel like it's gonna be pretty big.
It feels too much right now being on that. It's very hard to deal with unless you have a very good idea on when you're being on first pick. The first hero that you're snatching has to correlate with your whole draft, that you really want that hero so much that you need it, and you come up with a draft that allows you to maybe play the game at a faster pace, because you're presumably going to get countered anyway, because you don't have the overall last pick and you don't have the 8th pick. So you have to come up with the idea that I am going to play the game knowing that the enemy is going to have a better win condition than me. So I have to accept the fact that I am going to have to play a faster paced game. I'm going to need to push towers and whatnot to try to, you know, get myself in control of the game. I cannot sit back and just farm, because they're going to have the better call, because they are the second pick team.
Well, that's why these heroes like Alchemist are so kind of simultaneously annoying and hard to balance, because it's like, if you're picking a hero that if you ban its counters they just win the game, like that feels just sort of terrible from game design things, but normally you have bans to be able to deal with it.
But why I don't feel like you can entirely blame the hero also.
No.
The concept is the concept is hard to balance, I agree, but then again, right now why he's strong oh, okay, they're setting up a kill. Okay, this guy is dead. The hero is strong because of also the big face. If you look at the history of the drafting, like whenever OG, because OG was a team that utilizes Elm a lot, if you remember, like 3 years ago, and they would always pick it when they are in the first pick team.
Dire's
They pick the hero and they will pick it at exactly the number 8.
Radiant's
Now it's
bottom
number 8, but
tower
before it
is
was
under
number 12.
attack.
They'll pick it there. They'll pick it there at the same exact junction, and they are on the first pick team. And on top of having the Elk, because you're first pick, you're gonna have better side lanes because you're picking your side lanes after the second pick picks the side lanes. That's the advantage. And right now, Whitemon is gonna try to steal. He's gonna TP in the rush again.
Oh, what a guy!
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
You're supposed to be the hero.
It matters.
See, the one that I like. Oh, not right there. They're actually going in. They're trying to run into this one. Ember bought back for this too.
Deceptive rune of invisibility.
Not there.
Wait, but the turn. Maybe a chance for a turn here. Carl moves in, finds the root. 22 Savage pops his ulti. I mean, this guy is the Aegis. You don't want to go on him. This is not the perfect fight. Hey, no, Whitemon jumps back in. And there's going to be the refresher. Turning back around for round 2 of the Supernova. And all the Geek fam has to run away. Buyback coming from the Wyvern now as well. And they just have to BKB and run. There's no way for
Radiant's
them to take this fight
courier
at this point.
has been killed.
Oh, God. Whitemon, he bought back for this one. They're going to try and save him. Another quick little pause. DC. Ooh, it hurts. Maybe we can just redo the game, yeah? Is that how this works?
You wish.
I don't wish. I don't know. I like watching these games. Are good.
Yeah, so
Well,
back to the alchemist discussion. So back then,
I love that you're just like, we don't need to talk about this fight. It's over.
yeah, I'm just trying to explain the concept because you get to pick this out during when it was a way more OP back then, because then you would have this 12 pick that was so good and you enter the ban phase. And not only that, when you're out, you want your side lanes to win, right? Because then you're on first pick team. It's easier to have winning better side lanes because you're picking after that. Then what does the side lanes matter to you? It matters to you because you're gonna win the side lanes, then you're gonna control the bounty runes, which is gonna accelerate the elves farm. That is why it was so OP back then.
The correlation of those side lanes.
Yeah.
And as we look forward here, an Abyssal Blade to try and turn it, but the disarm is there from Raven, onto Raven rather. Whiteman not going to be able to get the TP out as he eventually is brought down dead. Raven hoping to take down Moon. Avalanche tells you can get down. Okay. And for 90 seconds, Cuckoo thinking about chasing here on the backside.
Dire's middle tower is under
Lifted
attack.
up. Slight Abyss trying to bring down DJ, manages to get the kill. Okay. That's going to be another couple of ones there. That's a dieback on the Winter Wyvern. Can the rest of these guys get out of here in time? They also bought back on the Pango. A really weird series of engagements, and they're going to try and bring him down. If they can kill off Moon here, Rage yet again. Raven trying to run away. Another run. So much damage in this fight as he's still going to be kept alive, trying to bring down jabs for all he's worth. Carl is playing like an absolute legend in the good way, not in the my bracket way. And it looks like they're going to be able to kill off jabs afterwards. So another round of diebacks. But up here on the north side, Slarda pops his BKB, trying to run away. Cuckoo, okay, manages to get the jump. He's got the sprint if he wants it, blinks away, and gets himself out. Somehow, Geek fam are holding on just by the skin of their teeth. Oh no, Cuckoo, there's a ward here. No, Cuckoo, DP out. Oh, 23 Savage, he's got the stun, looking for it. He can't get the Abyssal Blade in time. And then while down bottom, apparently this fight keeps on going.
Radiant's top tower is
Moon
under
is trying to
attack.
get out of here, and he does manage to get the jump away.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job picking off the supports. The Phoenix, they understand how important it is to take out the Phoenix and the Winter Wyvern. Ember has been doing a very, very good job at just going to the back lines and ensuring the supports cannot cast their spells properly. Or at least forcing their spells on him, you know?
And you know, in some ways, the non-scaling build of having the Spirit Vessel and the Yule Scepter, it's working out in some ways, at least keeping him alive and allowing him to take use
If
of
you
the.
can split them up, then the team fight is not scary. Like if the Wyvern, the Phoenix, and the Treant, they're scattered, they're not together to cast their spells, then the fights look completely different.
We see you.
Carl is going for the rapier next. He knows what he needs. Needs more damage. Trying to TP out. Moon trying trying to secure the break of that, and well, he will be able to. Second round of TP, not quite there. Moon's like, oh, come hang out with me a second. And now with the Winter Wyvern moving in, and the Alchemist here, they will eventually take down the Prophet. Still, Geek Fam holding on. They are maintaining a little bit of hope in this game number 1. 42 minutes in. It's only a 2,000 gold lead.
Someone got an axe. Who got an axe? Was it Phoenix? Yeah, Phoenix got an axe.
Oh, really?
They give it to Trian, they give it to Phoenix. I guess they want to save the elk.
I feel like that puts the elk in more danger. Personally. You know what I mean?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You gotta have some faith on your support players, man.
Okay. I'd just be concerned. Maybe that's just me, but I would be a little bit concerned.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I mean, as long as they have the Trian doing the egg, he should be fine.
Toss back. That was a great
Dire's
toss.
top tower
Able
is
to land
under
on a
attack.
23 Savage. The stun's going to come out in a second. Cuckoo going to pop the BKB. You will Scepter lift up. And the unstable concoction going to hit. Raven turns onto him. The Lotus Orb placed on him at the second. That throws it back to him. Now trying to control Ice. Under fire. Throwing out the Sun Ray to heal everybody up and to bring it down
Dire's
to
top
time
tower
dead for
is
7
under
seconds.
attack.
He's got buyback though. Ice. Under
Dire's
fire.
top
Constantly
tower
getting
is
beat
falling.
down by this tower. They managed to take down one of the tower, and they do get the save. The Sun Ray coming out from the egg. They keep him alive. Meanwhile, the wraparound though. Look back here on the other side. Raven and Zephyr are looking for a follow-up. Whitemon, he went in already, and he's going to get taken down. But can they kill anybody else? Avalanche Toss trying to bring down DJ. Can they kill him off in time? Glimmer keeps him alive.
Dire's
And now
top
the
barracks
Abyssal
are
Blade, they
under
finish
attack.
him off with Carl. Still trying to control. Oh, Zephyr's in a lot of trouble here, and he is eventually going to be brought down. Carl's still doing a lot of damage, but it's not enough. Cuckoo trying to run is going to be controlled, going to be stunned, and 3 dead and a 3 dead now. And the buyback,
Dire's
I don't
middle
know if they're going to be
tower is
able to
under
hold.
attack.
This feels so difficult. They still need 1,200 gold before this rapier is online.
This is the last stand, man. Last stand.
So we'll do the 23 Savage. He just has so much HP and is ridiculously hard to chase. The Abyssal Blade is there. The stun afterwards onto Raven. Disarmed, enraged, trying to run it dead, but he does have buyback. Another one coming out now. Geek Fam throwing absolutely everything that they can at
Dire's top
FNATIC,
barracks
trying to hold on to their base. The stun is there. Carl, another round of Slave. It's not going to matter. There's going to be mega creeps. Geek
Dire's
Fam can
top
still
barracks
hold
has
for now,
fallen.
but it is going to be an incredibly hard, long duration hold for them if they want to win this game. But they're going to head on down and try and pick up bounty runes, it looks like. And Carl is about to have his rapier, but no, they caught one. Cuckoo, BKB, run away, trying to control. 23 Savage moving in for the Abyssal Blade, but he won't be able to get it in time. And that's going to be the rapier. Ember's got it. Wait, DJ? Do they know about him? Whitemon's there. Yeah, they're just going to back home. Head back home. Take the fight together. Hopefully. Oh my God, DJ, that was almost an amazing play. He tried to catch Whitemon.
He misled them by casting the sprout there, and he was here. Oh my god.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was a very, very smart 200 IQ play from Whitemon.
So, winner, there's only one hero in the game that has buyback, and now he doesn't. It was Trian. So nobody has buyback. Realistically, if Geek Fam are able to win a fight, do you think they could maybe march down a lane?
Yes, they have rapier, they have the damage. Slaughter plus rapier.
They're looking for it. Whitemon. Lost a couple right at the start. Transfer there, looking for the backlines. They find it right at the start. Can he stay alive? They have the Phoenix egg to keep him there, so the Supernova already down. Stun goes out.
Dire's middle tower is under
Still living
attack.
through it. Separated from the rest of the team.
Radiant's courier has
here.
been killed.
The rest of FNATIC thinking about going in for another
Dire's
round. Oh, I
bottom
misspoke. It
barracks
wasn't
are
Mega
under
Creeps
attack.
before. They still have one more running backs. Excuse me. Unless those just respawned, which I don't think that's how Dota works.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
Bottom lane. Going in for some more pressure here. Carl doing some damage, even with the rapier, just as tickling 23 Savage. It is not enough. Back lines, though. Can they bring down the Wyvern? DJ trying to run away. Another round of avalanche. Carl jumps up, tries to find him. Caught and killed. They kill off the Wyvern. No buyback. Do they have any more left in the take? Whitemon under fire. He's going to die. Now Avalanche toss. Tries to kill off 20 Savage. Can't get the stun off. He finally gets it off now. And then jumping to great root. But he has enough damage versus dropping lower and lower. And eventually is going to fall. 2 minutes. No buyback. He's trying to take down Cuckoo. And he too will die. 2 minutes without buyback. Abyssal and the stun onto this Nature's Prophet. Still living home. Trying to bring him down low. There's going to be the Witch's Curse. Stunned. Moon still going to live through this one. Can they kill him all the time? The full stun comes out.
Dire's
He
middle
doesn't have
tower
enough
is
left
under
in the
attack.
tank. And with that, the Rapier is going to be given up. GG is cold, and FNATIC win game number 1.
And this Trian is definitely the one that set up this game for the first hour. Like he was the star for the first 15-20 minutes, and then the star became the Pango, the Wyvern, the Phoenix, and everyone.